Hey, what's going on, Geminis? Butch Tarot here. Gonna do your weekly read. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. It will not resonate with everyone because it is a general read. If you would like to get a hold of me privately, all my information is in the description box down below. Um, Coming up soon, I'll be doing the yearly spread, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'll be using the Celtic Tarot today. So let's get right into it. What do we have for Geminis? What do we have for Geminis? What's coming towards Geminis? What's happening for Geminis? All right. So the first thing I see is there's somebody that they can't get you out of their head. They've been thinking about you. Um, they can't let this go. I feel like somebody got ghosted here. Somebody got, I feel like you might have even ghosted them. This could be vice versa. But they got it broke their heart. But they still haven't let go. I feel like there was some accusations made. Somebody thought somebody else was cheating. Or, just being dishonest. A lot of sneakiness going on. I don't feel like that was the case. And I feel like that's why they're still thinking about you, because they feel like they weren't given a fair chance here. I feel like they still think about you. And I mean, it might have been them that, the roles could be reversed here, but they're thinking about you. Someone got ghosted, someone got their heart broken. And it's all about something that never happened. There were speculations going around that something had happened. Somebody thought somebody else was being dishonest, but that isn't the case. And I feel like, maybe they were, I get the impression that they were, thinking this about you, thinking you were being dishonest. And it was like, it was too much for you. So you ghosted them, and it broke their heart. Because they were just being, I feel like a lot of jealousy going on here. Like, they were very jealous. And it's almost like their jealousy got to them. I do see them, they're trying to work on that stability. Because they're trying to get back to the stable place. Because you guys were, it was very fulfilling. They haven't given up. I feel like they just needed to take a step back. They needed to take a step back and analyze the situation, realize what they did wrong, and realize, that this isn't how, jealousy is very, it's like kryptonite for a relationship. Being too jealous is just, and always, especially if you're accusing people of doing things, it's very, it puts a lot of pressure on a relationship. It puts a lot of unneeded anxiety into a relationship. I feel like they are finding that balance though. Like I feel like they're realizing their mistakes. They've recently started to trust their intuition here, and realizing that they need to be more open. They need to let you be you. And I feel like they want to come. They want to come back. All these sleepless nights is because they've been patient. They're patiently waiting to make that move. And they have a lot of sleepless nights because they realize that it was their mistake. It is something that they caused themselves. But like I said, it's a matter of they were very fulfilled. I feel like you guys were both fulfilled by this relationship, except emotionally you were fulfilled, but the jealousy got too much. So like I said, there was a lot of there's a lot of love in this relationship. There was a lot, and I feel like it's still there. They still think about you all the time. They're trying to get back to that place. Like they've been patiently waiting for you to give them another chance. And it's causing them a lot of sleepless nights because, like I said, when we mess up and we lose a good thing, and we know it's our fault, it's hard to let that go. And I feel like they haven't let it go. I feel like they're not going to be able to let it go. But I do see forward movement here. And I do see, with the Six of Wands, I do see a winning situation. I do see this situation getting better and, it working out. And I do see some new motivation. I feel like they just needed that time apart to realize what they had lost. And I feel like it's going to make them better. That's going to send the Two of Pentacles, that's going to put that balance back in. And they realize, and like I said, that time apart, they had time to step back and look at the situation and realize that they have a lot of love for you. And they cherish you. But if they're going to do that, they need to realize how to treat you. And I feel like they're coming around to it. They're coming around to the situation where, they can't be jealous all the time. And even, being jealous and always accusing is never healthy. But like I said, I feel like they're working through that. I feel like maybe it was just a matter of you were somebody, they felt like was better than them, and it was insecurities in them. But like I said, I feel like, someone got ghosted and they got their heart broken because of the jealousy. And that's what I get when I get this card in reverse. There was just some jealousy, and they just didn't know they didn't know how to approach it, and instead of approaching it the right way, they took the wrong path. And they made it uncomfortable. But I feel like other than the jealousy, that was the problem that you guys had, was that jealousy. I feel like emotionally you guys were happy. And it was something that you move forward with. I do see forward movement. So yeah, we got, like I said, I got a lot going on here in the way of they want to make it right. They're finding that new stability, trying to get to the place where, they're better off, and they're trying to find like their balance here. They want to be in a place where they can move forward with you. I have some Cancer energy here and some Taurus energy. I feel like this person is a good fit. Like, I feel like you guys, it was just this time apart that you guys needed. It's almost like you guys needed some space for them to realize that the jealousy was too much. And I feel like this Nine of Swords, it works both ways. I feel like there's still a very deep bond here. It's just a matter of it got too much. The jealousy was overwhelming. But like I said, I do feel like they want to come back, and I feel like they are going to try to come back. And, like I said, with that Page of Swords, I see, it's premature, but I feel like they're very motivated to, they're trying to build up that motivation to come back to you and let you know that this is what they want. And I feel like they deserve that second chance. I feel like, they've been working hard at this. I feel like that's the only problem that you guys had. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to trust your intuition. They're patiently waiting to move forward. They still, in the next week, I feel like they're going to start trying to work, reach out to you and start working at this and start trying to show you that they want more and that they've learned their lesson. So my advice to you is look out for that and just realize what the cards are telling me is this person has learned their lesson. You know, they realize that was just a burden on the relationship. And jealousy makes nobody want to stay. Especially if they're accusing you all the time or just insinuating all the time. But like I said, my advice is they're going to reach out. Know that the cards are telling me that they have changed. They want to be better. And they're working at it. And I feel like they're finding that balance. They're finding that balance and realizing that, you know, they'd rather change that mindset than to lose you. So they have, like I said, they have a lot of love for you. They've been thinking about you a lot. And they are going to reach out. And I feel like in the next week you'll hear from them. And, you know, I feel like it's going to take it. It's going to be slow moving at first with that Page of Swords. It's going to be slow moving. But I feel like it's going in the right direction. So that's what I have for you, Geminis. Thanks.